Hello from Rockcut channel, pouring a steady stream of the Word of God to fill our cities. And you know, the Lord wants you to prosper more and more. Us and our children. And prospering means collecting items, not just money, but items that are worth money or worth your time, that are worth emotionally attached to you. That's a lot of worth. So if you have things in your home that you are attached to emotionally, they mean something to you. It's not called clutter. So when the Israelites left Egypt, the Lord told them to collect all this stuff. They didn't know why they had to collect it, but it was worth a lot, and he said, take it. And so they did. And then they found use for it later on. He gave them a choice to give up the stuff he asked them to collect to help build the temple, or don't. They had a choice to donate. So if your home has stuff, just weed out the stuff you don't really want. The thing is, if you're feeling like you have clutter in your home, it's not on the outside, it's on the inside. How is your spiritual closet? Getting rid of material things is not going to make you feel less cluttered. It's weeding out your emotional closet. What are the things that weigh heavy on your mind? You can't make those go away unless you address them. And sometimes you have to talk to somebody else about addressing them. You have to address those issues. They just don't go away. If you know how to talk to the Lord about your issues, that's a good place to start. I stopped talking to an outside person when I realized that the Lord is listening to me, and He does answer me. And we do fellowship with one another to help boost our serotonin levels and the endorphins. Talk to people who stimulate your mind, because your body follows suit. It's not clutter. That's your life. If you go to someone's home and you don't see anything on their walls, I would actually feel sorry for them. Where's the picture of their children, their grandchildren? Where are those items that their grandchildren made? I mean, I still have things hung up from art class that my children made because I was proud of them, and it looks really good. There's nothing wrong with having a memory hanging on the wall. People don't have to have stuff hanging on the walls. But if you feel that you can't hang a child's picture on the wall because it interferes with your decor, well, something's kind of wrong there. You want to show your children or child that you're proud of them and they're loved and they have a part in playing out how the decor goes in your home. We didn't make much when I went to school, so there wasn't really anything to hang up. I wasn't that artistic. But I do remember my mom having an owl that my sister made in art class, and she always had it out on the patio, indoor patio, and then she wanted to give it back. So when you get older, that's how it goes. You give things back to the people who gave them to you. I have a hard time processing that. I really don't know what else to say when it comes to people who live alone after their spouse is gone before them. Some people don't want to see any of their stuff at all. Some people think that it's clutter. Some people think they're going to feel better once they get rid of everything. I've just seen so many scenarios. My grandmother was still married to my grandpa when he passed away. And she didn't change anything. She left everything where it was. Isn't that the way it's supposed to be? So that the children who weed out the parents' home look through the memories and are able to distribute as they wish. I mean, it's taken my mom like 3.5 years. And she's not over anything. And she just wants everybody to get rid of all of her stuff while she's alive. And I really don't agree with that a lot. I'm like, Mom, you didn't learn to grow old and just let people take care of your stuff when you're gone. Why do you want to feel more empty by getting rid of stuff? Is that like a finale? You know, like, oh, I'm gonna die. Let's just get rid of all my stuff while I'm alive so I can see what it looks like. People should just do what is normal. Just live with your stuff and be happy. You already know that the Lord is real. He's real, and you have to seek out what is making you feel this way. If you feel you have to get rid of all your stuff while you're alive, you're not even traveling, you're not going to even travel. That's what some people would do. They got divorced and never remarried, or they would just go to their children's homes and stay with them throughout the year. We did know someone who did that, and that was a good thing. You know, being able to visit all your children because they're all spread out all over the place. So, you know, everybody's different. Not everybody can do that. Some people like to be grounded and, you know, have stuff. If you go visit your elderly grandma, then she'll give you something. But my mother's mother never remarried after her second husband. And she had stuff. And she was into her 90s. And she didn't get rid of anything. If anything, she was more creative. She had her bathroom decorated so fancy, you would have thought you were overseas in a hotel. She liked fish, so she collected all these little fish. She had wallpapered bathroom. She didn't feel the need to get rid of anything. So, everybody's different. But we all need to face the reality that you can't feel better just by moving away or getting rid of all your stuff. Unless you're planning on giving it to somebody as a memorial, a memory. And if anybody has any thoughts on that, you can post comments below, or when posted on Rockcut channel, you can post a comment there about your experience with an elderly parent, whether they grew old with their stuff or whether they wanted to get rid of all of their stuff. I'd be very intrigued to find out what people really been doing out there in the world, because we all need to be healthy in our mind, to be healthy in our body too. All right, everyone. Have a blessed day and keep reading the Word of God.